So, another subject I wanted to talk about is fear, stress, worry, anxiety. That's a number of things. And the differences in them and the different interpretation you get out of them. So, worry is often something that is an imagined threat or imagined bad outcome, not usually based on reality. And there's a number of reasons why people worry. But obviously, it's not the best way of using up your energy. You want to concentrate your mind on things you can control and not so much on things you can't control. That's not always easy. So that's one thing. Fear is another thing. Now, fear can be good because fear, obviously, we've evolved to have fear. And if you've evaluated a situation correctly where there is a real threat, then feeling fear is not a bad thing. Now, the good thing about fear is that it's actually something you need because it gets you revved up. Your body will get large amounts of adrenaline and other hormones, which will get you ready to do fight or flight, right? And that is something that in the right situation is needed. It's also like a turbo for your body. So you'll feel less pain, you'll have more strength, more speed, all sorts of changes in the body happen. But obviously the other side of that is when we talk about stress, which is chronic. Now that obviously is not good. You don't want chronic stress because your body is no longer now in the parasympathetic state, it's in the sympathetic state, whereas many functions in the body are shut down or at least slowed down, which include your immune system. So chronic stress is not a good thing, but acute stress is not necessarily bad, especially if you do something about it. So if you do have to run or fight or whatever it may be, that's like the best thing possible. So what you want to look at is in situations where we get anxiety and got the sun in my eyes so I can't see much. When you get a lot of anxiety before performing in an event or something like that, most of us perceive that as something bad. So when we grew up, maybe we got into a situation where we had to go in a play or something, a theater group in your school when you were young, and you got the butterflies in your stomach and other nerves that made you feel bad, and then maybe you weren't really 100% prepared for the event and things went badly. So you start associating the nerves, the butterflies and all these feelings with failure. That's if you've had bad luck, but a lot of people have that. And what you want to try and do is train yourself to actually see it as an opportunity when you get nerves, and understand that it's actually something very positive. And you want to get to the point where you associate it with something good, that as soon as you get these feelings of nerves, this is something good, that there's a very good possibility of you achieving what you want to achieve. And instead of looking at it from a negative point of view, okay? So it's actually a process that you want to work at. It's putting yourself in situations where you get nervous and start looking at that as something positive. And when you get more used to it and you start achieving success at this level of nerves, then you want to up the amount of pressure that you go under so you get more nerves, and keep working in that way. And then as you train and get into these situations, when I say train, it could be performing, but sometimes you want to think of performance as a way of getting feedback. So you're going to go into the situation, perform the best you can with the nerves. And as you get better at this and get more used to it, then you can try and bring yourself into higher pressure situations.